Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Okay, and this is our day 5 and this is our course Dart and Flutter development. And I really appreciate the guys who actually did the last assignment. That was really amazing. Okay, and this is the reason why I just keep doing what I'm doing, because I feel like some people really need this, and that is why I'm doing this. So thank you very much for the people who actually responded and did the assignment. It's for your own good. Okay, like I have said, if you don't practice programming, there is no way there's nothing for you here. There's nothing for you. So you have to practice, and that's the only way we get to know what we know and we get to do what we do. So congratulations to you guys, and just keep it up. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about data types in Dart. Okay, and if you see what I have in the comment on this replit, you can see we have we'll talk about data types, and we'll have int, double, num, bool, dynamic, string. We're going to talk about all these types, and then we'll also talk about, we'll go deeper into type inference. Okay, there are a lot of things we want to take a look at. We'll take a look at annotating variables explicitly, mutable and immutable variables, creating constant variables, letting the compiler infer the type, then checking the type, infer type in VS Code or any editor at all. Okay, it can be any editor in it can be any editor, okay, or in an IDE. Okay, so it can be this. Okay, so we'll also see how to check the data type at runtime. We'll take a look at type conversion. We'll take a look at operators with mixed types. So we'll go take a look at how we can perform operators when we have different data types or variables. Okay, we'll also take a look at how to ensure that we have a particular type. Now we'll also take a look at casting down. So ladies and gentlemen, shall we begin? Okay, now data types. Okay, the thing is this, just like in real life, when we have varieties. Okay, when you say you want to have a soft drink, we have different types. Okay, we can Coca-Cola, Fanta. Okay, different types. Everything have a type. Anything at all you mentioned, there are different types of that thing. Okay, there are different types of houses, there are different types of pen, there are different types of marker, there are different types of bulbs. I'm just trying to take a look at what I have around me here. There are different types of tables, there are different types of chairs, there are different types of bed, there are different types of mattress. So this is how it is in programming. For the variables or the data you're going to be using, for every data you use will have a type. Okay, and it will not make sense that let's say I can only brush my teeth with a toothpaste, but it will not make sense that I will not take ice cream to brush my teeth. Do you understand it now? It wouldn't make sense. Okay, that is why when you're working with data, you have to stick, as in pay close attention to the data type you're using. And again, the thing is this, data types, okay, every data type have operation that you can perform on them. Okay, just like now multiplication. Okay, I cannot perform multiplication in a Boolean data type. I cannot perform division in a string data type, but I can perform multiplication, addition, subtraction in an int, double, or num data type. Okay, so this is the reason why you have to pay close attention to data type. And once you understand this, it's going to be amazing. Okay, so now let's take a look at int. I think we have seen this already in some of the in the previous classes, but let's do this. Now remember your type annotation. Okay, you can say int. Now I want to create a variable. Okay, so first of all, you have to, this is how you go about it. You want to create a variable, all right, because you want to make use of data, and you want the compiler to reserve a space for you in memory. So my own explanation is that you want to rent a house, you want to rent a shop. Okay, so you need a space. You're renting a space where you can store your data, so that you now give it a name and make reference use the name as a reference to that data. So first of all, what type of data do you want to store? I want to store an integer, a whole number. That is the data type in that is int. In most programming languages, it is int. So the data type I want to store is int. And okay, let me give it a name. What can I call this my particular shop? What can I call this my house? What's the address? Okay, I want to call it sum. Okay, or I want to call it let's say age. Whatever you want to call, depending on what you're doing. Then you would it's either you declare like this is fine, and after that you can now assign, which is fine. Okay, or you can do everything. You can do initialization. I believe you still remember this. If you don't, please go back to, I don't know which video is that, but go back to the previous videos that we have had. Okay, you're going to see this. Okay, now age is equal to, let's say I am 90 years old. So I have declared a variable. I have created a space in the memory, and the data type, or the type of this my data, is integer. That means I have told the compiler that I can only store whole numbers. I can only store whole numbers. I cannot come and say age. I cannot come and change this age now. I say I want to store decimal numbers. It will not work. It will give me an error. You can see this red line under it. It says a value of type double, because 45.8, which is a decimal number, the data type is double. It cannot be assigned to a variable type int. They don't match. It's like I'm trying to use ice cream to brush my mouth. It wouldn't go well. You understand? And every data type have their sizes. Okay, imagine that my shoe size is 42. Okay, and you want me to now wear size 12. It won't work. Okay, so many reasons why these things are like this, but I wouldn't want to go into details because some of us don't come from the computer science background, so it might be hard to understand. So, but for now, just get it at this level this way. Okay, now this is how you declare an integer variable. Okay, it can also be a constant. It can also be a constant. Okay, it can also be a constant. Do you understand? So that is how you can declare variables. It can be a constant. It can be. You can also use the final keyword. The main attention, the main thing here, the main focus here is that we are talking about the type of the data that we are using. The data we want to use is 90, and it's a whole number, so the data type is int. I hope you get this. Okay, so I want you to drop in the comment section. If you understand this, just drop yes. Okay, if you don't understand it, if you don't understand it, drop no, and let me know what exactly you don't understand, so that when I read the comment, I can actually clarify you on that. Okay, so another data type that we also have is double. Okay, it is double. Now, double is a whole decimal numbers, but the thing is this: double can also be whole number like this. It is perfectly okay. It's either you can use double for whole numbers, or you can also do decimal numbers like this. So it's either 90. That is saying 90 as 90.0. Now let me show you. Let's print this. Let's print this out. Let's print age and see what that prints for us. If I run this code, I'll click on run to run it. Just click on run to run it. If I run this code, you can see that the output here is 90.0. So that is converting it to a double, because you can instead of doing 90.0, you can also do 90. But that would take it as it is a decimal number, because the data type, the type of this data is double. Okay. Now, some of you might not have seen the next one I'm going to talk about now. Sorry about this. We also have norm. Norm is another data type. Let's say norm, I would say norm is let's say salary. Okay, and norm is num can take decimal numbers and whole numbers, just like num can take int and double. If I am confused, I don't really know which one to go for, whether double or no, or int, I will just go for num. I can do 34 like this. Okay, I can also do 34.9. It goes where. Now the thing is this, I don't want to confuse you, but we'll talk about inheritance later. So double and int, they inherit from num object. They inherit from the num class. Okay, so we'll talk about inheritance later. You get to understand what I mean. But the thing is that double and int are children of num. Just like you're a child of your father, whatever your father has, you have. But whatever belongs to your father belongs to you. That is how we say it in programming when we talk about inheritance. But we are going to talk about inheritance later in this course. So num is the parent of double and int. So it can fit, int and double can fit into num. So when I declare a variable num as a data type, I can assign double or int to it. Please, if you don't understand this thing I just explained, please, I want you to drop in the comment section and tell me exactly what you don't understand. Then let me explain further, okay? That is the only way I can get feedback. All right, so if I print this salary now, I'm going to get 34. The thing is that behind the scene, that knows that this is an integer, okay? That knows that this is an integer. So if I also say 34.8, and if I print, it's going to print 34.8. So num is the parent of int and double. I hope you're with me. If you don't get it, please let me know. And the thing is this, you need to subscribe to this channel if you're on this channel, if you're watching this video. I have a whole lot. This is a big project. I have a whole lot to dish out. So the rest assured that you'll be getting content from me, from different programming languages, different technologies. So just get ready. Subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Comment on this video so that this is how YouTube can also take it to other people, for other people to also see what we are doing here and also learn. Okay, so thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for liking and commenting. Okay, now with the next data type we are going to take a look at is the Boolean data type. Now, you know, the thing is this, imagine that you want to work with data and the data you want to work with is yes or no. Are you older than 34? It's either yes or no. Is your hair color black? It's either yes or no. You know, when you have that scenario of yes or no, it's either true or false, nothing else. Some answers can be true or false. It cannot be any other thing. It's either true or false. So in that scenario, every programming language have a particular data type for that type of data, and it is called bool. So if I say bool, that's the data type. I can give the variable name as okay. Are you late is equal to, it's either true, okay, or it can be false. Do you understand? It can either be true or false. So this is the Boolean data type. Okay, it can either be true or false. If I assign an integer here, it will throw an error. Look at it. It says a value type int can be assigned to a variable of type bool. So try changing the type of the variable or casting. The thing is this, Boolean can only take true or false or any expression that evaluates to true or false. Remember, anything on the right-hand side of this assignment operator. What is an assignment operator? An assignment operator is the equal to. That is what you use to assign a value to a variable. So anything at the right-hand side of the assignment operator is an expression. So as long as that expression will evaluate to true or false, it is okay to be a bit. I can say 2 greater than, I can say 2. I can say 2 greater than 5. Don't worry, we're still going to talk about this type of operators. I have not mentioned it. But you remember in mathematics now, this angle bracket, the right angle bracket denotes greater than. So if I ask you, is 2 greater than 5? What is the answer? The answer is no, which is false. Do you understand? 2 greater than 5, the answer is no, which is false. So no is false. Yes, any answer that gives you yes, that means it is true in programming language. Any answer that gives you no is false. So this answer now, let's print it out and see what we have as the answer. Are you late? Don't mind the name, okay? Or I should have said is 2 greater than 5, okay? But just, you understand what I mean. So if I run this now, we are going to see false because 2 is not greater than 5. 2 is less than 5. So 2 greater than 5 will evaluate to false. So that expression will evaluate to false, okay? Now, the next one we are going to take a look at is dynamic. If I mark any variable as dynamic, it means that it can take in any data type. Now, this concept is, although this is very dangerous, it is very, very, very dangerous. Now, this is the reason why programming languages like JavaScript, Python, which is not statically typed, can have plenty bugs, okay? Because this the data type is not statically typed. Don't worry, we'll talk about this later. You're going to understand what I mean by statically typed and dynamically typed, okay? So now, at compile time, we need to know the data type. That is why that programming language and languages like C#, Java, these guys are statically typed. And it means that at compile time, we already know the data type and you cannot change data type. But when I have something like dynamic, sometimes there might be cases where you use this. But please stay away from this. If there is need for it, okay, no problem. But you have to be very, very careful. If I say dynamic and I say name, okay, and I assign name as Paulson, this is fine. The thing is this: when I hover over, they said the value of okay, now it is don't worry, we'll talk about type inference later, okay? But the thing is this guy doesn't have any, the data type is dynamic. So remember when we talked about type safety, we said that if you assign a variable, if you annotate it with a data type, you cannot change the value to a different data type, okay? Now, but here, because we have marked this variable dynamic, I can come and now say name is equal to 78. And there will be no problem because the data type is dynamic. Dynamic means I can put in any value. You're telling the compiler, okay, you see this space that you're reserving for me? I can put in any data type. It doesn't matter. I can put in a Boolean, I can put in an integer, I can put in a double, I can put in even my own custom type. Okay, very soon you'll learn how you can create your own custom type. Okay, now this is how it works here. Okay, so when you take a look at this, you're going to understand that, man, this dynamic can take in anything, any data type. So in case you have such, in case you have such scenario, maybe when you're writing your program, I don't know when it will occur, but you need to be flexible with the data type, the kind of data you put in a variable. That will be fine. But you have to be very, very careful when using this, okay? So now the last one we talk about now is string, all right? The last one we talk about is string. So the annotation, the data annotation for it is just this, like this, okay? And with this now, this is type safe. This variable is type safe. It's no longer dynamic. So I cannot come and say name is equal to 89. It will not work. It will flag an error, okay? So that is it. Now, in our next two classes, we will talk about string in details, okay? And ladies and gentlemen, this is where we draw the curtain in this video. And if you have any question, if you don't understand anything, please, I would want you to let me know. Let me know in the comment section, what do you want me to talk about that you don't really understand well. And like this video, subscribe if you've not. I have a whole lot of content to bring to you. And I'll see you in the next class. So in the next class, we'll talk about type inference and the next thing that we have in here. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.